So let me show y'all what we're kind of gonna do. Get some quick setup done on the MacBook, which is where we'll have the timer. Obviously, as I'm sure you know, we'll set it for an hour, unlike the 5 minutes that it defaults to, I guess. We're gonna stop that, reset. We're gonna go one, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me flip this real quick. All right, you can see the timer here. It's in. We're not going to start it yet. I will tell you when we start it. I'll announce the time, and that's when I'll start to build. I'll start almost immediately once I'm into the map. And if you're like, well, what is this challenge about? I will show you kind of how the last one went. Hi, Memphis. So, yeah, let's kind of do some setup. I suppose I'll put this here and then, like, log in. Hold up. Let me actually reach. I'm a pro at something. I'm gonna log in from the floor, and then I will move to my challenge position, of course. If this will, you don't get to see stuff. So while I enter my code, let's talk about how take one went. Take one was pretty bad, especially at the beginning. And I'll show you all stats for that in a second. But I'm thinking that knowing what happened with take one, I'm going to be able to be much better in this iteration of the challenge. So yeah, it'll be exciting. I'm going to go get into battle positions, and then we'll get to work. Sort of, kind of. Oh, I need to set the camera. Well, yeah, okay, let's do that. That's okay. Bear with me, folks, while we go through what I like to call technical difficulties. This is definitely the worst camera setup in the history of camera setups. But, what else would you expect from my channel? The answer is nothing. You would expect nothing else from my channel. So, yeah, okay, there is about as good as a camera setup as you will get. Also, yes, that is my gamer tag and stuff available to the public. Friend me, please, if you have Xbox. I don't know if y'all can even read it. It's kind of difficult to read from the camera screen. But yeah. Also, fair warning, I will not be able to see any of your chats. Because my gaming position is kind of a ways away from the camera, and the camera's actually facing the other direction. Not the most conducive of being able to engage with the fans, but that's okay. That's not the objective, I wouldn't say. The objective is to be based in this challenge, excel, etc. And that's what we will do. That's what I will do. So, yeah, let's just bear with me while we get set up. Let's go into the game now. I would say I'm not ready to do that. And, you know, get ready for hopefully a good challenge. So yeah, let's talk about the last one while we wait to get into it. So Allerton was the name of the town, and we're going to delete the save after we review the stats and then rename or name our next one Allerton as well. But we got to just under 6,000. High densities at 7,500. That was kind of a goal. I did not reach it, but I did reach some other goals that were kind of impressive, and we did not fill a full landfill, which is another thing that I was kind of interested in seeing if that would happen or not. Just kind of looking at the city services and the demands needed by the city services. And we didn't really meet too many. Let's go load game, Powerton, auto save. load. And yeah, that's the population that we ended at. And I paused the game. But let's see. Loading, loading, loading. We'll just do a brief overlook. Nothing too advanced. Maybe some demographics and some quick city data. But nothing too advanced, as I said. It'll just be pretty quick. As is to be expected, I feel. So there's a couple things I did in the beginning of the game. I paused. I think I'm going to do that because it just means you have more money to get that start going. And if you get a good start, an effective start, then it goes well. Alright, here's the city. And it was growing quickly. And you can see that we have a lot of room to grow. All zoned areas, ton of zoned areas at least, that weren't grown into. You can kind of see where we started here, and it's pretty clear that this was like our main area. This was actually it, and then had to expand into industrial. I didn't really plan for that in the very early game. This was kind of the idea I had behind it, and I ended up doing this actually to start, because this was developing a little slow. It was lagging in development, unfortunately. But let's see what we have. It was also because I had this road, and I thought it was pretty good, I guess, arterial, to kind of go along. But, okay, let's go to city info. We'll look at the city tab. So here's demographics. Just over half the population are adults and seniors. It's 53%, as if I recall correctly from the last video. And you can just watch it and figure this stuff out. But here's kind of some demographic, or basic city data. We had a lot of jobs unfulfilled, but low unemployment, 3% was the unemployment. Some households to fill still, but that's okay. And here's our population chart. If you see at the beginning of that population chart, it was really, really slow. And that's because of some really stupid planning of mine relating to the industrial zone. So, I mean, that's something we're going to have to improve on in the future in this next game, or in the one that we're about to do. But you can see it was skyrocketing, and there's a little taper off at the end. That's due to some construction projects. Let me see if I can find it. It's this right here. Deleted some housing. I suppose there's some other things too, filling in some services, which helps with taxation, income, etc., etc. It increases growth rate too, density, because they build up in levels, stuff like that. But since we have that, we're gonna leave. Doesn't matter. It's kind of a thing, I suppose. And building off of the mistakes of that one, we're going to be very successful. Hopefully, I can't guarantee anything, but hopefully we'll be very successful in this upcoming one. I still haven't started the timer, FYI. I will alert y'all when I do start the timer. But we're going to new game, new map. I'm gonna say it's cheating to go with the same map, which would mean that we have to go with not this one. This is the one that we did have. It's a good one. It's a good one indeed. We will go with this one, which I would say is relatively similar. Slightly lower suitable area for building at 74 as opposed to 84. All outside connections, same thing here. I'm comparing water. It's like roughly the same. Forestry, lower there. Agriculture, lower there. Ores are also roughly similar, and oil exists. That's really not going to matter, but it's still kind of interesting to look at, and it's kind of what we're just doing. So let's go here, and we'll have a little Allerton. Allerton. I hope it's not going to be a problem. And yeah, let's just do it. So it'll take some time to load. We already have day-night cycle and dynamic weather turned off. That makes it easier to build. No cheats. Not a cheater. And let's go. So once this loads in, I'm going to take a very brief look at the map, starting positions, etc., etc. I'll start the timer and then I'll start building. So that's how it's going. That's kind of the rules. And I stop once the timer at 0. I'm going to turn the volume on because that might or might not have been a problem. And this, yeah, turn the audio on. We want to hear that timer go off. Major goal. It's kind of important, right? So we'll just real quick zoom out and I'll tell you when to start. I'm getting clicker ready. Okay. Come on, load. It's kind of like stuck in this free stream. Okay, cool. So we have this. This is our map. Okay, I see. I already know what I'm gonna do. Sort of, kind of, not exactly, but we're gonna pause and start. Boom. Now unpause. I guess actually no, I'm gonna stay paused. So we're gonna go back to pause. Bear with me here, folks. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go this way. That's 5. We'll go 6. Okay, and then I think we're gonna build kind of along this river. We're gonna give it definitely some buffer. We'll do 2, and then we'll implement curved road tool, just a little bit. You know, it's not a very curvy area, but could use some curved road tool. That's 3, and then we can do sort of the same deal over here. 3, kind of a parallel like structure, road layout. Now this is kind of like our main strip. We'll have a lot of commercial there. We want to go just kind of straight out to this. Once it lines up, you know, that's kind of like our signal, I suppose, is wording that could be used. You know, that's fine. I don't care. So yeah, just ignore the disgusting zoning. Actually, no, we're not ignoring it. It's just awful. I'm gonna unpause right now. This is way too like stupid. Simply put. Okay, I don't care. I do, but it's not. I'm not gonna get better. So might as well settle, right? We have this now. I don't like that. That's really being goofy. So this could be like a park. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna make this like a park. So that's kind of gonna be what it is. And this will actually be a guideline for block length. I think this is a decent block length. I don't know really what it is. Oh, it's perfect too. That's actually nice. So yeah, we'll do this. I believe I've played this map before, and where I went for industrial was this direction. I did do it slightly differently. It's actually the first ever map I've used. I'm not recalling, and that was a bad game. It did not go well, unfortunately. But that's okay. What I did in the other city was something like this, and then we built out a few, and then we did curved road tool. That was what it had. We had for the exit, and then we'll connect there, obviously. Straight road tool again. I think that's kind of the idea we're going for. 123, I'm not liking that, but it's life. We might be able to build something straight along here. The answer is no, unfortunately. Let's actually delete this because it's messing with stuff like that. I want this to be kind of straight along this. The actual section that I did that was straight. We can do something like that, and then like so. Boom. This is not going to be a straight road, but that's life. It's just kind of an interesting looking city layout, and you can see how this river is going against what you kind of want for it. And then for industrial, I think what we're going to do is we're going to build out maybe a couple tiles, and I'm going to pause again, and we'll have a bit of an industrial park to be on immodest, to try and flex. It's not at all like an industrial park, and we're actually going to make it more on that side of the road than here. It'll dip a little into this side. We'll do 4x4 for the grid, and this is kind of going with what happens. Yeah, that's how we're doing it, I suppose. Going with the flows, rolling with the punches. Going with the flow, rolling with the punches. That was not well said the first time. Who cares? Let's just build. That's the goal of the game, right? So I think this is horrible. This is disgusting. I know, but it's what we're working with. And I actually could even move it over, but that takes time, so we're not doing it. But it's okay. That's okay. That's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go underneath. We're gonna go pipes. We want to start kind of somewhere over here. Yeah, that's exactly where we want to start. Boom. Go here. Follow the road. That's a relatively simple command, and that apparently is not something that this wants to do. So we'll just kind of backtrack it, I suppose is the way to put it. What's happening there, right? Boom. Just kind of go. Just go with it. This is gonna be a little bit gross. It's gonna be bad. There's gonna be issues. Don't get me wrong, but this is part of the fun of the challenge, right? It's so quick that I'm scrambling. You're taking joy in my pain, etc., etc. I enjoy this for some reason. I'm not a masochist, don't worry. But this is enjoyable, so yeah, this is kind of just kind of go with it. Just go with this absolute chaos. It's an experience. And we're actually gonna do something because that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna, I think, do that. It's really disgusting. Nice angle, by the way. It's really disgusting, I know. Bear with me, though. It's gonna be okay. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. I actually couldn't tell you. We really want to see the flow of the river so that we can, get sewage and water in. So let's see, the river flows that way. So we want our water over here and our sewage over here. This actually is pretty good because that's kind of where our industrial area is. We might even stretch it down to the water, though that'd be a little large and also kind of nasty. So maybe not. This is a little more than I can bear infrastructure-wise. What we're gonna do, actually we can't afford this, so it's not a problem. We'll only afford half of it. That's the plan. Because I do want power in this area, so it's also something we'll have. But we'll have more than just power. Well, it'll be good. Don't worry. That's all I have to say. This is not looking too great, perhaps, but it'll look better over time. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing, so. I would say I do. I just not exceptional at what I'm doing. That would have been really smart to get at the beginning. I'm now realizing that and regretting my decisions wholeheartedly. But what we're gonna do to make this okay is expand this road network just enough to reach out to the power. Yeah, something. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. When in doubt, just say yes, right? It's kind of the vibe I'm starting to feel about this challenge. So okay, that's a big block. We're gonna make it smaller. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Now we want to go zone, and we want to expand our water, our pipes, right? So that people don't drown. I mean, not drown. What's the term for not having water to drink? Who cares? I mean, that's kind of an important thing, like in the real world. But this is City Skylines, not the real world. So let's just go. Obviously, we're starting kind of disorganized and messy, but it'll get slightly better. Not a lot. I mean, seriously, not a lot. Like it'll be a mess this entire game, but it'll get slightly better. And we just need residential starting on. We already have like our areas planned, and actually I'm realizing something that's very important that kind of is an issue. earlier. So what we're gonna do is fix it. There we go. Pipes, or not pipes, but power. We want electricity to service areas that are underserviced by electricity, and we have that now. So I think this is good. We're a little low on money. Yes, I know it. Oh, and we actually have a little bit of an issue. So we're gonna go back to pause, and we are gonna go very quickly connect the water to the system. That is very important. Do not forget to connect your water to the system. That is something that if you do not do, you are going to regret for eternity. Also, I want to do this because I also want to get power over there, so we need original zoning. And it's going to build. It's going to fill. It's going to fill. We're at 50 minutes. So this is a little bit of a slower start, but it's a better preparation. I'd say it's a nicer city. I mean, it's a very unconventional looking grid, but that's okay. Who cares? It's a nicer city. It's got some potential. This challenge has potential, and that's obviously something that I want. So I'm gonna do something very crazy. I'm gonna go get a drink, and hope that the game is not like over when I return. That's a horrible place to be starting. Kind of. Well, that's what drinks for. Okay, haven't sat down yet, but I'm back. We have 45 left. I got sparkling water for those curious. And we have some other demands, so we're gonna want to get those kind of zoned. Like really gonna want to kind of get those zoned. We'll do something like this. We want to stretch it as long as possible, so that we can hopefully connect there, and then you just on this side. And that's already working for them specifically, not for everybody, but it's working. The commercial's popping up too. I think we'll get the water connected. It's really critical, by the way, to not mess this up. This is sort of like the problem that we had. Sewage was the one that we didn't have connected. Now it's water. I would say water's more important than sewage, but I don't think people want poop floating in your streets either, so maybe I'm wrong. Or just get a septic tank, but I don't think they have in the game to these Skylines. And we're looking at 47-41. There's that little crack of the sparkling water. If I sound stressed, it's because I kind of am. But that's okay. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should talk to a doctor or something. I don't know, but that's okay. The commercial did not stretch. It did not stretch. This is really agitating. And I would really like it to do that. And it really should do that right now. I could have optimized this. I could have done this better. That's okay. Just like this section, and then that, and it probably would have filled. Hopefully we can see some growth. This is like the same early game problems we had last time. It's really kind of annoying. Quite frankly, this is agitating. I'm sure you thought that. But yeah, at least we have power to everywhere. What we do not have is water, which, well, that matters maybe a little more. You could just do a flint, though, and have water like delivered to your city. I mean, it's not desirable, but it's definitely something you can do, and maybe an option you should consider. Yeah, the water is, it's really in need of some power. And without power to the water, we can't have water. But power is fine, except for the water. Activity, it's not even a lack of power. What is good though, the city's still growing, actually quite at quite the rate. that's a good thing. Super good, actually. If our city keeps growing, odds that we get over here with that much needed, and I mean much, power increase. So that is what we're kind of aiming to do. I don't like the odds too much now, but yeah, no, now it's a problem. Hopefully the growth is quick enough to overset that issue. Otherwise, the game is just over. Unfortunately, it's really not great. Mm-hmm. What's nice is residential demand just spiked. Hopefully that does mean you're going to see a lot of buildings pop up. And if that's the case, in fact, I have a solution to help just... Oh, we don't have money. This is just sit and hope right now. Just don't shower. Tweeter. Yeah, this just failed. Well, moral of the story, build things closer, especially when you're tight on money, which was the case in this instance. Wait, it's that those houses are popping up. Alright, the quantity of houses is what matters. That is indeed the factual statement that I have. Quantity of houses is what matters, because if it stretches down, right, then we get connected, then population starts surging again, and boom, everything is fine. Every single thing that has ever happened bad with the city undoes itself. That's what we need. It's not looking like it. Another idea, just trade off quality for achieving all of your needs early on. Now there's, people are complaining about power grid. That's really fun. I love it. Quite like real life. And now we're seeing the buildings start to abandon. Good thing is some of these are still the light issue. A lot of red, but not abandoned yet. And this actually is smart. What we're going to do here is very, very intelligent. Well, first off, that actually might help a lot too. But we want to do this, and we want to go to abandoned building filter. And, well, we're not going to get rid of all of them. Trust me, but we'll get rid of about as much as we can. We can get rid of the power grid still connects. As long as we have like the kind of central area along that island, it's good. And yeah, you see, that just extremely popped up. Cedric, you're gonna change your mind very soon. Hopefully, I can't confirm it, but I can hope for the best, right? Oh my goodness, look how close we are. It might have done it. Did it do it? Did it? It did it. Oh my gosh. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. Okay, it's done. City's gonna start booming now. It's gonna recover. And this is exactly what we needed. I'm really embarrassing myself in these early games. Or the early stages of both of these saves, man. Like, this is really sad. But, you know, it's gonna be okay. Probably. And you have to, like, micromanage what you do and do not get rid of. Like, it's kind of insane how tightly done process this is. I do wonder, how is that? It really is. Okay, well, we're gonna see buildings pop up. In the meantime, we will wait for our money to go positive. Also, where's that milestone? It's 360, isn't it? This is bad. You should be getting the milestone. And we're actually gonna make sure that it is 360. Oh, it's 440. Well, sit around, folks. Sorry for the silence. I would think that fresh water is basic stuff, but bro, you have it. You have it now. All right, don't complain. I'm just saying. Okay, this is great. Oh, power's problem. Only in my one. I think it'll offset once it becomes important. Let's look at time. How are we doing? 41:21. So that recovery was, I think, a little slower than last time. This is bad, but I think we're in a little bit of a better position to grow. This tile, starting tile, has more buildable land other than this annoying hill. But I mean, even that is not the end of the world. It's something that we can overcome. Just build on top of it. It's pretty simple, I think. Power is really a problem. I don't understand how. I really don't get it. But it's okay, because we get taxes and we get loans. So we go to the economy, we're going to go loans, take this one out. Then we're going to go back to taxes. We're going to go to 12 on all of them. 12 is as high as they can go usually. And therefore we're going to go to 12. We're going to do it. We're going to push it. We're going to push our limit and see what we can do. Now we have enough money to buy more power infrastructure, which is a very good idea considering the lack of power infrastructure that we're currently at. Oh my goodness, this is a game. This is a game. Unfortunate reality here. We cannot, I mean, we could. It's really dumb, but we cannot really effectively build in this river to get those wins. Unlike the other one where we could. There's a lake out there where we could, but I don't even think we're going to get to that lake. I mean, we could try and speed run towards it, but it's not a necessity. Combining tiles, I think. I mean, it actually might be the tile we go for anyways. Annoying thing about it is this highway. I don't even want to fathom how I'm going to cross it. Also, there's a big mountain there, which means more power, but I mean, it's not great. So I think we may cross this river. And there's still a little bit of a goofy moment happening, and still a lot of highways. We don't have a lot of room to expand without running into those, but see Skylines for you, I guess. Now, what's great about our current situation is that does not matter, nor does that. Nor does any other abandoned building, which is 0. There's no abandoned buildings. We're doing very nice. So we're going to go clinic. And we're going to put a clinic kind of in the center of town. I think that's better. Elementary school. Same deal, sort of. I think we're going to go here, though. Because I can already tell you this town's expanding there. And it's going to be mainly residential that expands out that direction. Homeschooling is based. I don't know why y'all complaining about that. I think it's based. If you want to contest me, talk to me later. But I got a game to win, or a challenge to complete, I suppose is more accurate terminology. Who cares? Let's just play. Let me just play. Right? You're not doing any of the playing. Last time I checked. I mean, you can play City Skylines. It's definitely a game that's available to individuals. People are allowed to play the game of City Skylines. That is a true statement. However, I don't even want to deal with that. I think we're just going to make this long. A longer block. And we can do a whole mess of things with this longer block. Let's see, actually. Does that go? There. No, it's past. Okay, that's awful. So we're not going to want to combine it in there, unless we do something like so, right? Those blocks won't really touch. This is a bit of a nasty, like, combination of intersections and whatnot. But it's, well, it's life. I'm playing the game, so it's gonna be a mess. This is to be expected, I think. I'm not sure. I don't like that. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go 1, right? And we're gonna do curved, because that's just beautiful. This is not a city that I would say is known for its architectural beauty, but it's not something that we have as the case. Let's get more of that production, please. This is not looking ideal. Oh, yeah, we need landfill. But that's okay, because they're very cheap. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick one right here. I think that's okay. No, it's not. We're going to stick one right here. That is definitely okay. And what we're going to do with this is give it the water it doesn't need. Because we can expand our industrial sector, or zone, which also isn't necessary. But it is what I'm going to do. I mean, there's a sliver of demand, but it's a sliver. It's nothing major, nothing that you have to build for. We need more commercial. That is expected. It's expected. That's all I can say. So we're gonna understand that. We're gonna get more commercial. Obviously. Worthy Village interrupting my cool thing. We're at 34, 31. I think it's pretty similar time to the last challenge, but I think we're growing a little faster. I did kind of say I think that we were in a better position to do that, and well, proof's in the pudding, right? Power is not an issue, so I guess they just fluctuate, and that's life sometimes. Let's see if we get that 60,000 loan. If not, we will continue suffering at our current rates, right? But it would be super nice if we got the 60,000 loan. So we're gonna go to the economy tab. We're gonna go to loans, and we do have it. So we're gonna take it. We're not gonna pay off the other loan. As much money as I can have, I'm going to tap. Fire department will get that somewhere. How about here? That's not working very well, so we'll build it along that road, which works better. And we'll do the same thing with fire station. They'll face each other. There we are. I acknowledge that this is a disgusting looking city. That is not the point. The point of this is to build quickly and win. And, well, how do you define win? Win at what cost, right? Who knows? I don't know. That's awful. It was really agitating. Let's do this again. Curved road tool. Come on, please work. Hey, yeah, that's okay. So yeah, that curve looks like the same. We can even also, and I'm going to, matter of fact, fix this, and it's not going to look excellent. I would say, you know what? We're going to make it look excellent. That is pretty decent. Now, what other services could we potentially bring into this community? It's a great question. How about none and just let it grow? You know what I mean? That's always a decent option. That's a good one too. Pipes, like water, like give people water. That's not a bad idea most of the time. I would say it's not a bad thing to give people water. Most of the time. I mean, if you're like a communist regime, you may want to restrict the water rights of your citizens in order to make them more subordinate to your evil. I don't know. But outside of communist regimes, I would say it's probably a good idea to give people water. And even then, I would say that's kind of L tactic. But if you want to do what you're going to do what you're going to do. That's my stance on things, right? So, let's do it. I just got invited to a party. I'm not sure if y'all saw that. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I could join and be like, Ayo, I'm live. Join the live. And I'm being invited again. That's Eric Carton. That's really hilarious. This is an interesting build, and who knows if that's a flaw or a positive, or both. The answer is probably both. What we're gonna do, since we just did that, is redraw this curve. I think that's good. I want to go a little further out. I cannot look at the message. I apologize. I'm busy. Quite busy, in fact. This is not a slow-paced challenge. We're at 30:44. We are about to hit some certain milestones that are pretty nice. So applause. I don't actually need applause, but for those who were like, I got you, bro. I'm very appreciative of your applause. Do something like so. Something like that. We're gonna actually take it right there, connect in, go here, connect there, connect to that point, go here. This is a mess. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. This is so horribly a mess. Such a horrible mess. That didn't work. There we go. So I guess this is an interesting thing. The messier you are, the less organization that you do start to see in such basic things as the pipe system, and it actually leads to increased costs. Like right here, this is something that I shouldn't have to do, but I had a gap and I needed to fill that gap. Therefore, I did, and well, we started to see a problem. That's something that you don't want to do, like ever. And I ended up doing it. That's a problem. That's gonna be okay though. We're gonna be just fine. We need to zone like a lot, like a ton. So we're gonna zone like a lot, like a ton. Just like everything, almost. Boom. And I'm assuming they're gonna start building. They're gonna go crazy. This is like a development spike. And yeah, I was right. You're already seeing it. Like before I even could really finish the word spike, you started to see buildings pop up. I think this quick-based commentary is actually kind of enjoyable from my perspective. I don't know how awful it is from yours, but I'm enjoying this. So yeah, and what we just got was $69,000, of course, very important. But let's see if we have an extra loan, and we don't. That's okay. Who knows when we unlock that loan? I do not personally, and it's not something I'm concerned about because I don't have the time to be concerned about it. It's like kind of the whole point of this challenge. You have no time to do anything. But that's okay. Who needs concern when you have hyperactivity and sparkling water, which I'm going to take a drink from. We have 28 minutes in a sec. Now it's done. Oh, I forgot to do that. I forgot to say the time I started the timer on the live. I wasn't even paying attention to the live, so how could I have done it? But it's okay. It's okay. Everything is going to be fine, most likely. I can't guarantee anything, but I can give false hope, so I'm going to. But yeah, no, I think things will be fine, most likely. I'm going to say most likely a lot, probably. I find it probable that this, some stupid thing like that. But yeah, the city's already kind of growing out of this, so we're gonna have to expand on the other side of the main road. And this is gonna be a little goofy, so bear with me. But we're gonna go. It's 4. We'll do 4 now. And then yeah, we'll just kind of go out. That's really kind of gross. I'm not a fan of that. That's okay. And just, build these grids. Because we need to build in grids. Because that's how you get the most efficient building done. Most efficient way to pack people in like sardines. Etc. etc. And I'm not a big fan of grids. IRL, but gotta do what I gotta do, right? And actually, to kind of make this less gross, no, I'm not going to. I'll just expand it more. Better idea. I feel like it's not a horrible idea to work around that hill. Yet, I'm not going to work around the hill. So, and yeah, we'll just do something like so. Where we expand this industrial zone. And we can have like another landfill next to it, this is going decent. This is not going as bad as I seem like it's going. I would say I'm quite stressed, maybe a little bit. Got my sparkling water though, so as I said earlier, it's gonna be okay. Stress is nothing when you have sparkling water. It's my new motto. We also have some residential to kind of fill. Let's do that. Really effective. It's brilliant, honestly. Brilliant design strategy. And actually, we can probably do something like so. Let's actually go to ground pollution, so info views, and we're gonna check that just really quickly. I'll see if I can move those closer, and the answer is yes, I can. So we're gonna do so. Sorry about the hiccups. I don't think it's really a problem, but yeah, I'm apologizing for this. It's kind of the mood I'm in. I'm in a stress apology mood. So also, I don't want this to like rub off the wrong way. I'm enjoying this. How? That's a really good question. I don't know, but I am. And that's what matters. So also your enjoyment matters too. But the fact that I'm enjoying this means that I will do it, and without like reluctancy. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this because I want to, not because the government forced me. After finding out XYZ, right? I don't know. I'm just being dumb. But it's going. I wouldn't say it's going well, but it is going. And actually, we are doing decent. We have a lot of growth to come, to say the least. I would say that's pretty accurate. I don't know about you, but this is looking pretty growthy. The demands in the industrial sector, and then you also have some of that. We're actually going to do something that I think is a little bit crazy, and I know I'm right. Like, don't contest me. This is a little crazy. We're going to probably move that. I'm going to move that. Yeah. Just a little bit. So like right there. Those are connected, so I don't need this power line any longer. I also don't need this power line, so we're gonna get rid of it. We're just getting rid of power lines. That's kind of our mojo now. Get rid of that. And we're gonna kind of do something kind of a little crazy. And yeah, just kind of go. Just kind of go with it. We want to get it past that. That's what matters. And once we're here, we might do straight road, maybe curved. I don't know. I think this freeform is looking pretty decent. The answer is we're gonna go there with that, and then we're gonna go straight, and we're gonna just kind of build the road, right? Like something like that. Then we'll go curved. I don't have time for these like micro adjustments. I'm really serious about this for some reason. I'm sure you can tell. I'm sure you're asking. Yeah, for some reason. It's very curious. If you're not asking that, I don't blame you, because who cares? I do, but that's about it. But yeah, so what we just did there, we got around those windmills. Good old wind energy, right? Everybody loves some good old wind energy. But yeah, no, we got around that. And that was really important because it means a lot of things. And one of those things is that we have more room to develop, which I'm going to go and develop myself some residential, obviously. True me fashion. Because this is a city, or this is a goal, or a game about growing this challenge. I can't speak English. This challenge is about growing a city to as high a population. Who cares about everything else? It's about population. And that's exactly what I'm focusing on. In fact, not even kind of, it's exactly what I'm focusing on. So that's what we're doing. We're just going population, 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 population. I could say population for a lot longer, but I'm sure y'all are going to be annoyed by that. So I will not say population anymore, for your satisfaction. I always care about the viewers. And Boomtown, that's really great. I am so happy and excited. Aren't you? That's maybe comedy, I don't know. There's gonna be a little bit of a big there, a big, and I think we'll just do this. It's a little bit of a small block, I know. I could make those one, or I could do something like this. I could split it, and we have two, almost. If I can, oh, that's actually kind of nice. It's a very finite introduction. Finite introduction. Very finite. Come on, can we get rid of there? No, we cannot. Unfortunate. I would like to do something to change that, and what I'm going to do is called the curved road tool. We're going to do that, and it's going to be really awful to finagle this in. We might like make it dip out a little bit. In fact, we're going to back one, and we're going to do freeform. If I can get it like that, there you go, that's good. It's really not amazing, but it is satisfactory. We're at 1915, 19 minutes 15 seconds. That is not the second year of World War One. We have a real water and power problem, and I didn't notice that because I was too focused on a not even like large development. Like, it's relatively small. It's this game is a game, to say the least. Yeah, so I think this is a decent development, just kind of from like a how's it gonna do for us perspective to get the power generation going up here, and that's exactly what I'm doing, as you can see. So I think that's gonna be good. It's another area for us to generate power. We have less limitations by development. And it's just easier. It's better. There's a bunch of benefits. Let's see, what else can we get? We need a high school. That's probably important. And I don't know the place, but we'll figure it out. Here, let's see if it fits. It does not. Does not. It narrowly eludes me. How about here? That could be a place, but it's a little bit isolated. How about here? Narrowly eludes fitting again. That's agitating. Here, no. Here, industrial. Here, weird, but it does work, and therefore I will do it. Boom, high school. We now have a place for our students to be educated in something that is not, I don't know, something? It's not something. It is something, but it's not something else, something, I don't know. I'll let y'all decide what it is that you can learn in high school. Perhaps it's nothing. Perhaps it's like everything that matters ever. I guess it depends on who you are. Like a lot. Depends a lot on who you are. Like, that's the prime factor in how this affects people. Let's see if we can curve this in. The answer is poorly. There's some kinks to work out. I hate that I said that. Freeform's hard to work at, especially from multiple ways. We actually did it though. We made it work enough. And there's not gonna be any residential there. That's just kind of like a through road, maybe, something like that. And actually I'm gonna work one in this area too. Let's do something like that. And push it. There. Okay, look at these roads. Sure, they're not attractive. Sure, they're messy. Sure, this city's awful. And sure, I'm not very good at the game of Skylines. But I did not say that, one. And two, I think it's going to be okay. I need to de-zone all of this stuff on the riverfront. That is going to be commercial, my friends. I don't think I should pay attention to where I'm zoning things nearly as much as I am. Yet I am, because stress. That's how the game works. Oh, we need cemetery. So we are gonna get a cemetery. The location of said cemetery, it's gonna be right here. No, it's gonna be in the small block. That's great. Now, let's see. Another planet, maybe, question mark. No, we're fine. We have 1525. We have 1525. This is really going exceptionally well, I must admit. And that's a joke, of course, but if only I was not so tidy with my water pipes, and clearly I'm not, because that road is very odd in its service. And yet, I've given up. I'm no longer tidy on my water pipe placement. Let's just go for it and do things. That is how you win championships. Defense does not win championships. Poor water pipe, hasty water pipe placement is how you win championships. You heard it here first, folks. Place your water pipes fast and you win. You're just going to be successful in anything you ever do. It's really kind of shocking development, I understand. But that's life. Life is a bunch of shocking developments sometimes. I'm a motivational speaker under stress, apparently. And actually a lot of the time anyways. If you want me to make motivational speaker content, I can. I can do that. This is really interesting. Dude, why don't I have zoning? Can I please get some zoning in here? Thank you. This is agitating. It's truly agitating, I must admit. I don't like it. The agitation, at least, that is caused, I'm not a fan. But it's not the worst, I suppose. How are we going to connect these? We aren't, is the answer, unless we get some of our lovely, lovely, lovely commercial. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to get some lovely, lovely, lovely commercial. And we're also going to delete these specs because that's really cringe. Cool, we did it. Please don't tell me I deleted that too. It looks like I did, and that's unfortunate. And we saved it before it became an issue. Okay, cool. So we're looking kind of big. We have to do some growing. And that's what this area exists for. We need to do some more growing, and I'm going to consider doing that right now. So let's do it. No, that's not going to work. So we're going to do that. That didn't work either. Let's see, that's 4. That's how many you want. I mean, not exactly, because you break it into 2s. But it is sort of how many you want. Boom. Look at that. That was better than I was probably expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. Alright, let's see here. If we can just kind of come in. Boom. That's a block. It's actually kind of decent looking. Shockingly, I'm very proud of that. Let's just go back. Like, back. I don't even know how far I went back. I just realized it doesn't matter how far. Which is a good thing. We don't want it to matter how far we went back. We just want it to acknowledge that we did and be able to work our power grid and with that and our pipe system and etc. around that, you know. Just want to be able to work with it. And it's kind of the case. This hill was a very big hurdle. Unfortunately. I don't know if I was expecting it, but it's definitely the case. Unfortunately. I'm just going to say unfortunately a lot. This is now a video of me saying unfortunately, which it kind of already was before, but now it's like official, I suppose, right? It's a video. This is of me doing something. Who knows what? I did something. I don't know what, personally. I also don't know it. I don't know something. I really could use a straight road to boom. Back to straight road to. That's exactly what I need. There's so many curved roads. I need to not build conscious of the river in the future, which will just anger me, but it will make this challenge easier, perhaps. And you know, ease is probably more important than my happiness. No, I take that back. It's not, but don't have time for happiness. And that I don't take back. That is just a true statement in this challenge, exclusively in the challenge. IRL, I would encourage everyone, be very happy, because happiness is a very good thing. But in this challenge, my happiness does not matter. We're at 10 minutes, 15 seconds. I had not checked the timer for a while. I was kind of grinding out some developments that are going absolutely atrocious. Always what you want in your developments, right? Absolute atrocities. Not Japan during World War II levels, of course, but some level of atrocity. It's always a desired effect in Skylines and other games. It's just everything you want, atrocities, and that's kind of what we're achieving. So proud, be proud. I'm proud. I know that. No, I'm not. Boom. That's relatively cheap. We need water. I don't even know how or why. How or why do we need water? Well, how people need water to live. Why? I still can't tell you. I don't know why. That's gonna work. And yeah, pipes, we need to connect you. We need more power. That's probably important. Yes, it is indeed important. Confirmed by the game complaining about our power situation. Going with poor just decision making. It's kind of my mojo now. Let's get a library there. Obviously it's like the creator's library. You have to get the cool library, right? Let's get another fire department. Maybe like here, it's decent. And a police station. Here. No. Here. Kind of more in the core of that community. It's decent service everywhere. I mean, there's definitely some gas, but that's life, isn't it? The answer to the question, is that life? Or that's life, isn't it? Is yes. That is life. So, I'm very curious as to why that development is just not developing. Boom, connected. That's exactly what I needed. He cannot get rid of that. Go back to abandoned. Boom, 7 minutes, 50 seconds. This is done worse than last time, but I think this is a nicer city in general, which is a decent thing, right? You know, you want your cities to be nice. The industrial area is kind of restricted at growth right now. So we're just gonna kind of grow it in this, like back, this hind area. This hind, don't like that word in any context, but in this context, there's poor word choice, I admit. I have to concede that, you know. But I think this is definitely the right development decision. I mean, it's horrible and disgusting, but it's Skylines. But I'm also doing a speed challenge. What else are you going to expect? The answer is nothing. This is exactly what you would expect from a speed challenge in City Skylines. So you got what you wanted, maybe. I don't know. I don't think people wanted this. I mean, people decided to watch it, but did they want it? Who knows? I'm having a crisis right now. I'm really crisising. Like my existence is a crisis. Yeah. I'm done. That was it. That's all I have to say. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Thank you for being tricky. Nope, don't like that either. Very much not. In fact, it's like really bad. Okay, let's see. Do we have pipes? We, in fact, do. That's really good. So I had some forethought in that instance. Very proud of myself. Now let's see. Do that. Boom. We'll get. You are starting to encroach on areas where I don't like the idea of you encroaching. So we're gonna kind of push this back gradually. And the answer is behind this police station or fire station. That's the fire station. Police station is at another location, relatively close by. So we'll put something there like commercial and more commercial if that would be better aligned with the zoning patterns. There we go. This is all good. I would say that this little corner can be residential. Other than that, we're looking at 5 minutes 14 seconds. 5 minutes 14 seconds. This is a build. Yeah, I would say. Our water is struggling. Power problems. That's why. Okay, so I was smart in the last one to get a lot of power, like kind of developed. I had a small network, I think. I just kind of ruined myself financially and just in every other way possible from the get-go in this game, and it shows. I can't talk on this hill. This is just a worse map. I mean, I did not play as good. I will concede that as well, but this is a worse map. That's definitely gonna take some credit. Can't take all of it, of course, but some credit is deserved and some credit it will receive. But yeah, no, there's a lot of factors to why this didn't go as well as the other one. And I'd say the forefront of said factors is my inability in the game. Let's do Skylines, which I'm learning very quickly. I could even do a playthrough, like an actual, just kind of chilling, going with the vibes, and doing what I want to do, but no, I have to speed run and fail. This actually is not looking too different from the other one. We definitely have more to grow into, in fact, which I think is pretty interesting. But unfortunately, by the end, we were doing a little worse. And we'll see that in the graph when we kind of go over statistics. I'm assuming I'm getting messages from Discord or something like that. People telling me, you've already reached an hour. You've already reached an hour. Dude, I actually did not, technically speaking, reach an hour. I'm on the computer. I'm checking Discord DMs. Okay, this is going great. Come on. Close, or small, shrink. Boom. Come on, please tell me that we still have that, need to shrink it. X, I don't care. We're looking at 2 minutes, 30 seconds. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, guys. This, it was not as good. We're just kind of letting things fill out. We're gonna kind of actually finish close, which is nice. Still short of high density, and I'm gonna do this challenge until I get to high density, I think. Sorry for torturing everybody out there, but that's life. And then, yeah, let's see. Let's just build. I mean, gotta fill that demand, right? Fill that demand. It's a phrase. A phrase I have adopted for this challenge. It's not my favorite. Good job, we just got 5,000. Fun fact, do not care. And we're gonna have to go quick because I think that cut it off. I think that cut off like power, which is, yeah, it did. That's a bit of a problem. So yeah, boom, we're already fine. See, never did we ever have a problem with our power, like being available. We never had power issues, right? And I'm gonna have to do something again. I don't like. I don't know if I don't like it actually. Wait, I never got areas. I mean, there's nothing really good to expand to, really, so that's okay. But, I mean, I didn't. It's really interesting, I suppose, that I didn't do that. Since this challenge is coming to an end, we have 55 seconds left. I don't care. I do not care about the various problems plaguing it. So many. It's excessive. It's really bad. Like, this is just a bad result. I'm truly not happy with the result here. That's okay. there will be a time when that changes, and that's gonna be the next life. So, show up, please, because I can't do this without y'all guys. I need the support from the homies whenever I absolutely suck at these Skylines. It's a necessity, of course. So, I mean, I'm just really grateful that I am getting any support. And we have, okay, there's the timer. So pause the game. And here's our lovely, lovely, lovely city in City Skylines. Let me do some real quick shimmy activities, I guess. And we'll see how things go. But yeah, we're gonna check out the diagnostics of the city and compare them to what I remember from previous ones. First, I want to see some things, of course, but because what would I do without seeing things, right? Oh, that's annoying. Are you telling me? Oh, it's probably on your side. Oh, no, it's not. It's not on your side. Oops. That's really unfortunate. Well, we're at the end. I've paused the game, as you can see. Yeah, that sucks. Well, here's how the city was. That's annoying, because there is a lot of dialogue. It was really interesting. I had an existential crisis. Well, it wouldn't be a Tristiano Stuff live stream without failure everywhere. Let's look at some city info. I'm sorry that y'all missed at least part of it. I don't know how much. The answer is it's 9:59. Oh, y'all missed like most of the game. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But here's stuff. Y'all can see the screen. I think it's unfrozen now. Man, it just is. Yeah. Well, this was a game of City Skylines, and I've said sometime when it was probably frozen that I'm going to be doing this until I get to high density residential. Hopefully the stream, not the Steam, doesn't freeze when that happens. But until then, I don't even care enough to look at stats. Here's that. Yeah, that's like the same thing. Everything's the same. I just am not very good at game apparently. But anyway, thank you for watching. We'll probably definitely do this at another time in the future. Nobody's here. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for watching, guys. We're gonna do this like tomorrow or some other very soon time again, and I hope that y'all enjoyed. I hope that you subscribe and like and comment when this is uploaded. I just hope for everything to go well, like it currently isn't. Anyways, thank you and goodbye.